diver finds old camera in the water, and is stunned when he watches the recording. During his vacation, a young diver found an old camera underwater. He saw it had been there for years because of its condition. To his amazement, the memory card within the camera was still working. When he viewed the contents of the card, he was taken aback by what he found. Bo and Tanya were diving buddies. They noticed something strange on the ocean floor while diving. Bo spotted a camera and showed Tanya. When the divers returned to the boat, Bo showed his find. The team was naturally fascinated and eager to learn everything they could about the odd discovery. The condition of the camera showed that it had been there for about 5 years. He decided to open it and was astounded by what he discovered. The camera had more rust inside, as well as sea cucumbers, starfish, and a lot of algae. This was a significant find for Jason. Bo was occupied with another matter, the memory card. He was overwhelmed with joy when he found that the memory stick was intact. After inserting it into his computer, he hoped its contents would help him find the owner fast. They then started looking at the images. They were taken in 2008, and everyone felt uncomfortable about snooping. Finding a clue that would lead them to the owner wasn't easy. There were images from family gatherings, stock photography, and a rescue mission. Tanya advised that they upload the photographs on social media to find the owner. They uploaded the images to the internet the next day and tagged them detective. The photos generated a lot of buzz on social media and went viral. Still, the owner did not show up. Instead, Bo and Tanya decided to make their own copies of the images and display them around town. It didn't take long for a Coast Guard member to see the photos and remember something. One of the men in the images he recognized. The Coast Guard had saved this man, Paul Burgoyne, a few years before when his boat sank. Paul, who was from Canada, owned the camera. The Coast Guard contacted Paul and gave him the memory card from the camera that Bo and Tanya found. After 2 months, Bo received an unexpected phone call from Paul. Paul was overjoyed and grateful to be able to speak with Bo. He couldn't believe his lost camera had been found. Bo also learned about the fascinating story behind the camera. Paul was overjoyed because the majority of the photographs on the card were not usual family photos. They were taken on the day he and his family scattered his late mother's ashes. The loss of the camera was all the more painful. It was all Paul had from his mother's last moments. Bo, of course, wanted to know how Paul had lost such a valuable memento, but he quickly realized that it happened under terrifying circumstances. Paul told Bo about something that happened to him in 2008. At the time, he and his siblings fulfilled their mother's last wish by scattering her ashes in the sea. It was a gorgeous and peaceful day, ideal for the occasion. But everything changed on the way back. They found themselves in the middle of a storm. The waves only got rougher. They soon crashed the boat into the rocks hidden in the coastal waters. He fell into the water and lost almost everything, except his camera. The boat was shattered and sank into the ocean. Fortunately for Paul and his family, customers at a nearby inn witnessed all that was going on and called the Coast Guard. They were eventually saved and brought on shore. He managed to capture everything in the photos, but on the way back to the coast, the lifeboat swayed on the wave, and the camera slipped from Paul's hands. Now he had lost everything. Fortunately, after a short stay in the hospital, Paul was fine and returned home. Paul couldn't believe it after such a long time that he had finally gotten his camera back. The loss of the camera has made me realize that we need to appreciate the important moments we experience in our lives, Paul said. Bo and Tanya had no idea that their journey to the ocean's depths would have such far-reaching repercussions.
Subscribe for more content like this. And don't forget to hit the bell button so you can be updated right away for new uploads.